It's an evening about integrity, sticking to principles, standards, student athletes, excellence, on and off the court, a rich tradition, a magical present, and a glorious future. Your team, your town. That was last year's motto. And these teams did great things last year and made you proud of your team, of your town. Kind of represented the gritty, gutty aspect of this community, the people in the Dayton area. We talked about that a lot. Well, guess what? This community took it on the chin a couple more times since last year. But you know what? We're all Flyers. And that's the motto this year. And we are all Flyers here tonight to celebrate all that is right about the University of Dayton. The mission statement of the university: learn, lead, and serve. And he serves us as the leader. The president of the University of Dayton, Dr. Dan Curran.
How are y'all doing, Flyer faithful? It's a great night to be here. This has been a great year, and I can remember early on, I was watching the Michigan State game, the women playing Michigan State, and again, you have this powerful Michigan State team come here, and everyone we want to just hang in there, we want to hang in there, and I watched the team. And the team just kept coming back, playing harder and harder, and we beat Michigan State. And things started to develop from there for the women. And certainly, they lived up to all of our expectations. First time to the NCAA, and the first win. Likewise, down in Puerto Rico, I watched the men play, and they played hard. They could have easily walked away with 3 wins for Puerto Rico. Certainly there are some bumps in the road. I can remember the St. Joe's game in particular, but I won't go into that right now. You know I came from St. Joe's. But in the last weeks, like the women, the men stepped up. The seniors stepped up. The 8 seniors in special. Now, all of us are proud to watch the players on the court. We see them on TV, we see them in the arena. I have the opportunity to interact with these players on a regular basis. As a university president, I'm very committed to that ideal of a scholar athlete. I think Tim will talk a little later about the academic credentials of our students, but as hard as they play on the court, they work equally as hard in the classroom. That goes across the board for athletic programs. I want to thank them for that also, and all of our athletes. One more thing about the players. They're students, they're athletes, they're great men and women. And they represent the university so well. Again and again. Win or lose, they're a class act. Now, where does that come from? Part of it, I hope, I believe, is the University of Dayton, but I have to take a minute to say a couple comments about both coaches. And I think the world of of both of our coaches. Brian and Jim are just great individuals. They have high expectations on the court and off the court. When you talk about Marinist ideals and where we want to go as a university, you think about community, reaching out. And I'm not going to talk about the special programs both teams do, but really, they're decisions by the coach, by the coaching staff, by the athletic department. You don't have to do these things. You don't have to be connected to the Dayton community. There's a lot of programs that wouldn't spend the time to go out and do things with underprivileged groups in the community. That goes back, I think, to the coaches and the wonderful job they do. Brian and Jim, could you just stand up? You can stand up a lot.